Good evening, board members. Thank you for allowing me a couple of minutes to talk once again about Buy American. I really appreciate the city sharing with me the email that came about recently about the requirement to use this money the way the federal government intended on Buy American, Buy American. It's really a relief to see that that has happened. I have learned from coming to these meetings that and talking to Senator Tracy that as much as possible will be purchased right here in Rutherford County. And we have cement and other road type goods available right here in Laverne. So this is probably going to sound kind of goofy, but I'm really proud that I live here in Laverne and that our city leaders are standing behind what's right to get as many American workers back to work as possible. So thank you.
To order. The prayer will be by Alderman Green and the pledge is by Alderman Walton. Rise, please.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the blessings that you've given each and every one of us. And dear God, we pray for the ones that are less fortunate, for the ones that are hurting now because they have lost their jobs or maybe they can't provide for their families. And dear God, help us to be aware of those that are in need and help us to share. And dear Lord, we pray for our troops that are protecting us, and we pray for the ones that have lost loved ones. We just pray that you be with them and give them comfort. And dear God, as we're trying to make decisions at this table, we just pray that you would give us the right answers and that we would do the right thing for the people and for the city. And again, I ask a special blessing on each home in this city. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Face the flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Very good. Need to approve the minutes of August 6, 2009. Need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, Mayor.
I have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
I have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye. Department reports, fire department.
For the month of August 2009, we had a total of 51 calls consisting of 10 fire alarms, 2 vehicle fires, 4 hazardous materials calls, 22 motor vehicle accidents, 2 medical calls, 4 emergency miscellaneous calls, and 6 non-emergency miscellaneous calls. Total water consumption for the month of August 2009 was 400 gallons, and the average response time for the same month was 2.9 minutes.
Okay, any questions for your fire chief?
How's it going with the false fire calls? False alarms?
As far as grass fires and things like that?
No, the false,
The false calls?
the-
Let me look back through here real quick.
not the false calls,
False fire alarms.
yeah. False calls.
It looks like they're slacking off a little bit. We just went into the first round of billing at the new rate because of the time of the year, since we didn't move it forward until we had several companies that were falling into the 3 range. So I don't know if the first full rate increase bill has gone out. I know that all the letters have been sent out to the ones that were under 1 and 2 already. Vice Mayor Gann, I think, had asked that those letters go out to notify them of the new rate increases and stuff, and I know that has been done. But as far as an actual bill under the new rates, I don't know whether or not any of those have been sent out at this point.
Okay, anyone else? Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Police Department.
Thank you, Mayor, Alderman. For the month of August, we had a total of 3,948 calls. We had 79 crash reports. We had 164 alarms. Ambulance calls was 101. 84 motorist assists. Domestics was 43. Burglaries 14. Thefts 46. Total number of arrests was 136. 3 of those being DUIs, 48 driver's license violations, and 8 drug-related offenses. Total citations was 1,017. Deposits for this month was $52,350.
All right, any questions for your chief? Thank you, sir. Code Department. Kyle Brown, the engineer, he's home sick. So we got Grant Green, the city planner.
Thank you, Mayor. The August 2009 codes report shows that there were 8 permits issued for single-family dwellings, 5 for signs, 5 for driveway and blasting permits, and 3 for miscellaneous permits for a total of 21. In addition, there were 111 complaints for grass in yards, or tall grass, 3 junk car complaints, and 19 for trash in yards, and 26 other complaints. Impact fees for the month were $7,072 for roads, $2,488 for parks, $896 for police, with the total monthly revenue with impact fees being $16,370.20. Total number of single-family permits issued year-to-date is 46, and the total number of single-family permits issued during the same time period in 2008 was 139. Total number of permits this year-to-date is 163.
All right, any questions for Grant Green?
I don't know if you can answer this one, but have we had any follow-ups or any reports on the stormwater situation on Greenwood and Centennial?
I believe, I think Kyle has had some inspectors go out and check that out. I don't know what's been done as of yet on that,
And they'll
though.
be getting in touch with the ones involved, the citizens involved?
Yes, ma'am.
Let them know. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Park and Rec.
Mayor, Alderman, thanks for having me this evening. When you look at our August monthly report, 2 things that stand out. 2 of our big events happened this month. We had the National Night Out, which I know Buster, our officer over there, takes a big part in, as well as the police department. They did a great job. We also had a Howl at the Moon 5K, and that went extremely well. Thanks again to the police department, Box 100, Angie Mays, and everyone else who participated and helped out. It was a very successful night. The Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee, as well as the Senior Citizen Advisory Committee, will not have a meeting this month. due to the Old Timers Day. And the seniors are actually working towards that real hard this month. They're looking forward to Old Timers Day. They enjoyed a little bit of bowling today, but they're working hard. It seems like every day they have a meeting working towards it. So speaking of Old Timers Day, we all need to congratulate Sherry Green, who is going to be our Grand Marshal. So congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you out there. We are also working on our cabin restoration. We finally took our first big step in doing that. Aaron Simmons is leading on that project. Pretty much what we've done so far is we've added some logs, replaced some logs, and we've also worked on stabilizing the cabin. As far as our sports numbers go, looking great this fall. Football, we have 225 players, 10 teams. They've already finished 2 of their 8 regular season games. They will be off for Old Timers Day. Our cheerleading squads are 9 of them, 100 cheerleaders total. Inline hockey, we have 100 players signed up right now. They still have sign-ups currently going on. Their first game will be September 26th at home. And then baseball, we have anywhere from 400 to 500 players with the sign-ups still going on. Baseball wanted me to personally thank the police department for all the help that you guys gave to us for our baseball tournaments this year. It was safe, which is our #1 priority, so thank you guys. Lastly is our adult softball league. We've got 6 teams this year with approximately 90 to 100 players, and we began the season on August 24th. Any questions?
Any questions for Mike? He's stepping in for Robin. Appreciate your hard work over there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Anyone from this board? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Finance Department.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Aldermen. This month's financial report is for the month of July, our first month of the fiscal year. General fund was expenses exceeded revenues by $515,000. Sales tax came in at $240,000, which is about $40,000 greater than prior year. It's still about $18,000 under budget. State Street Aid expenses were less than revenues by $45,000. Stormwater expenses were less than revenues by $51,000, and water and sewer fund expenses exceeded revenues by $201,000. On the second page, you'll see the various balances in our bank accounts, and on the third page is a comparison to prior year. As of right now, for the first month of the year, general fund is favorable $23,000, and water and sewer fund is unfavorable $204,000 as compared to prior year.
Any questions for your Finance Director? Thank you, ma'am. Library.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Aldermen. This is a report for the library for August 2009. We checked out 13,470 items last month. That's nearly 3,000 more than the previous year. We had nearly 12,000 patrons visit the library last month with an average per day of 447 people. The number is almost 2,000 more than this time last year. We issued 77 new juvenile cards and 239 adult cards last month. That was about the same as last year. We ran 29 programs in August, and that included National Night Out, a couple of school visits, for a total attendance of 1,516. Computer users were greater by more than 1,000 from the previous year, with 3,821 users last month. Storytime has started up again. We have toddler and preschool story times on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 9:30 and 11, homeschool story time on Monday at 10, and books and babies on Friday mornings at 10. And we've had a lot of new faces at our story times, and I think this is a testament to the great job our children's library staff are doing. We have recently added 5 more computers for our patrons to use. These are located in the teen section of the library. They are just as busy as the rest of our computers have been. 379 people have used them in the 21 days they were made available. In addition to that, we've added an express station where patrons can log in for a maximum of 10 minutes to quickly check email, print directions, boarding passes, things like that. That's been available for 7 days, and it's been used 26 times already. We have big plans for Old Timers Day coming up. Our library tent will feature a craft, free balloon animals made by a Laverne teen, Patrick Fortenberry, who's volunteered with us for many years. Prizes for free, a petting zoo, and we're going to have 3 bounce houses this year. And also we're planning our reading rally, which is the weekend after Old Timers Day on the 26th of September. That'll be from 10 to 1, and we encourage everybody to attend. Are there any questions for me?
Any questions for the library director? Thank you.
Thank you.
Water treatment plant.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Aldermen. We have as our monthly summary for July of this current year, and we have a comparison of our last 3 years. Basically, production, for some reason, I guess the wetter, cooler summer this year, we were down a little bit in production. It's not a bad thing. We did have one positive test on our coliform, which is a preliminary to E. coli. We tested, retested, and everything's fine. It was on a repaired line. All our chemical usage, breakdown of summaries of the past few years. And our maintenance for July was $10,653, which brings our balance down to $7,506 for the remainder of 6 months. Cross connection program is going well. There's new discoveries of 203 units since we started in October this year. And our invoices collected was $1,320. So since inception, we collected a little under $17,000.
Any questions on the board?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Public Works.
Mayor and members of the board, we finally started making a little bit of headway on the chipper calls last month. We were actually running the 2 crews, and it doesn't show that much in the pickups, but if you look at how many tons of stuff that we hauled 194 tons of material. So I think we're starting to get a little bit of a handle on it, and moving forward. One of the projects we're working on right now is Town of Smyrna just finished putting in a gas main in front of our facility, our maintenance facility. And if we can switch from the propane to the gas, it'll probably save us between $12,000 and $15,000 a year. We'll have some initial expenses, but I'll be bringing that back to you as a future item on the agenda. Water department, we've been tied up the last week or so, as Thomas has at the plant with the sanitary survey. The state's been here. They spent their last day here today, so they will be preparing a report and sending it in to us. Looks like things are looking pretty good on that. And then we're going to be concentrating next few weeks getting ready for Old Timers Day, getting everything prepared, signs, barricades, getting the mowing and cleanup done, and looking forward to it. That's it.
Guy? Thank you, sir. We do have a presentation tonight, something I think the Vice Mayor Jerry Gann and Ricky McCormick been working on, the weather warning system. Mr. McCormick.
Mayor and Alderman, this is a project that the city's been working on for a couple of years now. We've stepped it up a little bit more with the recent 2 tornadoes in Murfreesboro, involved 2 deaths and things. Obviously, we're trying to look at it a little bit harder than we have in the past. As I said, though, we have been working on it for about 2 years. I've got Andy Moore with McCord Communications that's been gracious enough to come and speak to us a little bit about their company and about the weather warning system in general. We had a demo Thursday night for the workshop for anybody that was not here and heard the sirens last Thursday night. That was a 5-cell unit, which was about at half the height and half the output of the system that we have asked McCord Communications to put together for us. That system would consist and cover the entire city limits of Laverne with 10 separate siren sites. Those sites are all self-contained. We do have some literature as well that we can get out for any public that would like to see any of that. But at this point, I'll turn the mic over to Mr. Andy Moore with McCord Communications.
Thank you, Mayor, Alderman. Like Chief said, my name is Andy Moore. I'm with McCord Communications. We are located in Anniston, Alabama. We've been in business for about 60-plus years, and we are the largest distributor for a company called Wayland Engineering, who manufactures mass notification outdoor warning siren systems. We're also kind of niche within this marketplace because we provide true turnkey solutions. Everybody that's going to touch your outdoor warning siren system through McCord Communications as far as sales, optimization, and installation will have a McCord Communications shirt on. The proposed system that we have, as you see behind us, is going to be our Wayland WPS 2900 series. It is an omnidirectional voice and tone siren, and what that means, it puts out 360 degrees of voice and tone at a push of a button. The siren itself comes standard with 6 distinctive warning tones that can be tailored to different situations. It also has the capability of up to 16 pre-recorded digital voice messages along with live PA. Essentially, what this can be utilized for is not only for weather and tornado warning situations, but for hazmat, for mass evacs, for lightning alert, and also test messages. Like the chief said, the demo siren and the siren pictured here in the background is half of the size of the proposed unit that we have proposed to the city. Our largest unit is going to be a 2910, which is going to be a 129 dB siren and have an effective 70 dB output, a radius of 6,100 feet. We also have mixed in there with the 10 siren system a smaller unit, which is our 2906, which is what we would refer to as a 6-cell unit. It has an effective 70 dB output of around 4,800 feet. The beauty of the Wayland siren system is you're not locked into a specific size siren. The 2906 through Wayland you can add Excel kits and essentially take it from a 6-cell all the way up to a 10-cell unit. And the beauty of that is if the city purchases more land, needs more coverage, or just needs more coverage, they're not locked into a specific unit. And for minimal cost, you're essentially creating a larger unit and larger coverage. All the siren systems operate off of 12-volt deep cycle batteries. The reason for that is an operation in the absence of grid power. Here in the Southern Plains, severe weather situations, you can have multiple lines of storms come through. The first line comes through and knocks out grid power. You still want to have the capability of alerting your community. With this system, standalone, you're going to be able to do this. The batteries are charged via a solar panel. So essentially, you're using the Earth's energy. There's no extenuous cost as far as to the city, and essentially it becomes its own entity. You can place it in the middle of a pasture, per se. The activation is, the system is activated wirelessly via radio frequency. We have proposed 4 separate redundant hardware site locations. With that activation, you can zone sirens. So you can do an all-call as far as everything within the city limits. You can zone groups of sirens for specific situations like a hazmat situation. You can even zone down to a single unit for a mass evac or for lightning detection, say at Veterans Memorial Park. We've also included within the proposal a proactive lightning software detection service that would be located at Veterans Memorial Park. Essentially, if atmospheric conditions exist, not per se lightning strikes, but atmospheric conditions exist, the siren would sound within Veterans Memorial Park and tell everybody essentially that there's lightning in the area to halt all activities. At this time, I'd like to open it up to any questions. And
how soon can we get it?
I'm just waiting on the cost.
No, actually, Mayor, what we're going to do is tonight, in essence, the same time, we wanted to bring the presentation forward. Next month's workshop, we will discuss the cost and the financing options, and also we have a possible donor that would pay for half the system. If we commit to it, we may have someone that would pay for half that cost. So we will discuss that at workshop.
What size was the one you had out here last week?
The unit that we had out here would be a 5-cell. That is, and one thing we need to take into consideration, it was half as high as the essential pole would be mounted on, and is also half as loud as far as the unit that is proposed, the 2910.
I wouldn't need one of those.
It's loud, all right.
I'll add, we did get calls into PD dispatch about the siren, wondering what was happening. So they get a good rush of calls.
And one thing I failed to mention, it's also 100% made in the USA too. So.
Yeah.
Very good. Any questions for Andy? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. Go to number 4, which is first reading ordinance 2009-07. Ordinance granting town of Smyrna gas franchise. Evan?
Mayor, this is, as the board knows, has been on the agenda for several months now. I don't know, Matt, if you can go to that item. Is it on your computers?
No, they got it on the paper.
Okay.
On the paper.
Well, we can get you a copy. We'll get Bruce to make a copy, everybody take a look at. This ordinance has been modified 2 or 3 times now at this point. We've pretty much reached a point where it's as far as I think Smyrna's going to go in terms of meeting demands and negotiating it. One area that was of concern last time that I do want to point out to everyone is, and I'll just read it to you since we don't have it on the screen, is there's still a buyout provision in this. The term is still 10 years, renewable for another 10 years, but there's a buyout provision that if Smyrna doesn't want to operate its gas system in Laverne, or if Laverne decides to go in another direction, then you've got to buy the gas system. Now, this is something I'm not really a fan of, but when I went back to look at the 1985 gas franchise that we had with Smyrna, the old gas franchise says that if we don't renew, then we have to buy it. So technically, that already exists. And if Smyrna wanted to force our hand on it, they could make us buy it right now. So we really, at least in my mind, don't have any options other than to have this in the agreement. So I'm putting it before the board to, for y'all to give me instructions on how you want to proceed. You can vote to approve it on first reading. We can discuss it more at workshop next reading, and however you want to do it. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions?
We
We love
don't have much choice.
Need a motion from the board. Do you think we should defer it one more time, or?
Pass it on the first reading and then
Well,
discuss it more.
yeah, I don't know what good it's going to do to pass it anymore. I mean, I think it is what it is. I mean, that doesn't mean that it can't be tweaked at some point, but it's up to the board. I mean, if you pass it on first reading, it obviously doesn't go into effect until you pass it again, so it's not going to put you over the board, but you certainly don't have to pass it right now. We can talk about it next time if you want to.
Okay.
We've been talking about it for about 3 years. We're going to have to do something. We are going to have to do something.
All right. Need a motion from the board.
I do have a question. How are we moving along with the Nashville gas with Piedmont?
That's
There hasn't been any action.
yeah.
Seeing if this gets passed.
That's right.
Can we anticipate doing whatever we come up with here? Is we're going to anticipate setting same type of agreement, especially with with the dates, so we don't have them staggered or something. That way, it can all be dealt with one time.
The agreement that I've seen, and Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, the agreement I've seen from Piedmont's like 1 or 2 pages, and I'm not sure what the term is, but we haven't really been in negotiations, at least I haven't been in negotiations with Piedmont Gas yet. I think this was the primary focus first, and then Piedmont. But Mark may have a different date.
I think that's accurate.
Okay. Need a motion to defer, or you vote on it?
Evidently, nobody's wanting to go either way, so I'll make the motion to defer.
Have a motion to defer. I need a second.
Second.
Second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Number 5, consent agenda items. We went over at the workshop. Was anything taken out of this list there, Bruce?
No, sir.
Okay. Any questions, comments on that? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Make the motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Take care of A and B. Number 6, motion to approve or reject bids. A, your building control. Matt, this is yours.
IT was asked to look at for the new stormwater building access control system, which is basically electronic locks for the building instead of doing regular common key locks, which will kind of track individuals' access into the building. Also prevent having to keep making keys and stuff. If somebody loses their key, you don't have to rekey a building. You just delete the card. When discussing that with Kyle Brown, we decided to go ahead and do just an overall bid and not make that part of the access control bid in case, say, PD decides to add key cards at their new building, or we need a company to repair the existing key card systems that the police department has. And we received multiple bids. The prices in front of you are actually from the price from the stormwater building. We had, I believe it was 16 companies represented at the main bid opening. 8 of those companies elected to actually bid on this project. And I would recommend that we choose the second to lowest vendor to be awarded for the access control system. My justification for going on with the second company instead of the first one is the first company went in and added stipulations to our bid and additional terms were contrary in some cases to our existing terms. Also, their cover sheet specifically in a column that said, did it conform to existing specs and diagrams, they marked no. So that's why I'm recommending we go with the second highest with the stormwater building.
Still kind of high.
Our actual bids came in anywhere from $15,400 to $40,040, $40,040 for just the stormwater building alone. In the access control world, you're typically looking at between $1,000 to $2,000 per door. The good part about this system is on the front end of any access control system, you are paying for an additional piece that's not directly related to one building, which is also included in this price. That's probably about $5,000 of that, which is the interface piece for allowing other buildings to connect in. So say like the police department had to replace their controllers, their new ones would actually interface into this system. The new building they did, it would interface in the system. Our doors that we have right now could automatically go ahead and go into the system, where a person would not have to have multiple key fobs for individual buildings. If a department wanted to add access control, you could add them in a group. So if y'all are looking and would like to do access control in a building, on the stormwater building, this would be my suggestion.
Phyllis, where you gonna take the money out of? Any questions for Matt? Thank you, sir. Need a motion to approve or to reject?
Motion to approve.
And which one are you approving?
His recommendation.
The garden
Which
system?
is guardian system.
Garden. Okay. Have a motion to approve. I need a second. I'll second it. All for it?
Aye.
No.
Aye.
Okay, roll call. Alderman Green.
Aye.
Alderman Mosley.
Aye.
Alderman Walden. Vice Mayor.
Aye.
I vote aye. Pass. B, stormwater building renovation project. Derek Beard is sitting in for Kyle Brown tonight. He's your co-director. Derek, glad to have you.
Thanks, sir.
Nice tie.
The stormwater building renovations, I believe we put a line item in the budget for $250,000. The low bid, which is the Hannah Company, y'all should have a copy of the letter of good standing from the architect, came in at $280,000, and the architect recommends that we do accept that bid.
All the bids, everything been checked out, the call of reference and everything been done.
Yes,
that
sir.
you know of?
Yes, sir, that's what the letter of good standing states.
Okay. And it's Hannah Company? is
Yes, sir.
one of- Any questions from this board, Derek Beard? A motion to approve or to reject?
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. Need a second?
Second.
Have a second. All for?
Aye.
Vote.
Yes, sir. Aye.
Okay. Thanks, sir. All right, number 7, first reading ordinance 2009-16, to amend 2008 and 2009 general fund budget. Went over this at the workshop with Phyllis. If you have any questions for her on that, if not, I need a motion to approve or to deny ordinance 2009-16.
Make the motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All for?
Whoa, one question. One question.
Okay.
On the decreased expenditures, like under the police, fire protection, fire marshal, 118,000, 18,000, is this the funds that they had left in their accounts that they put back into the general fund?
Basically, you could say that yes, it all goes back into the same fund.
Okay.
And mainly where these decreased expenses are is where, a lot of it is in labor where we have a turnover.
Right.
Where we have a vacancy part of the year and then we fill it and.
So even if police have that in their budget and they have that left, they cannot turn around and use it for what they need in that police department before the year end.
It goes all back in the general fund.
But that's true.
Very
Any
hard.
department.
Well, I know this, but I just have a real issue when we're short-handed, so, okay, I wanted to make that clear, okay.
Okay. Voting?
No.
No. Roll call. Alderman Mosley?
No.
Walden?
Yes.
Alderman Green?
Yes.
Vice Mayor?
Oh, yes.
I vote yes. It passed, first reading. Number 8, first reading ordinance 2009-17 to amend 2008-2009 State Street Aid Fund. We talked about this at the workshop. Any questions for your finance director? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion approved, and Alderman Green's phone's ringing.
I'm sorry.
I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All for?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pass first reading. Number 9, first reading ordinance 2009-18 to amend 2008 to 2009 Senior Citizen Fund budget. We also discussed this at the workshop. Are there any questions for Phyllis Rogers from this board? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Pass on first reading. Number 10, first reading, ordinance 2009-19 to amend 2008-2009 drug fund budget. We also discussed this at the workshop. Is there any questions for your finance director, Phyllis Rogers, or your police chief, Ted Boyd? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
I make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Chief, you got any money in the drug fund? I thought we got all of it.
Not all of it, trying to keep a little bit back.
Number 11, first reading ordinance 2009-20 to amend 2008-2009 library special revenue fund budget. Also discussed this at the workshop. Is there any questions for your finance director? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Number 12, first reading ordinance 2009-21 to amend 2008-2009 grant special revenue fund budget. We also talked about this at the workshop. Is there any questions for your finance director on this? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, number 13, 2009-22, ordinance to amend 2008-2009 stormwater fund budget. Also spoke about this at the workshop. Is there any questions for your finance director, Phyllis Rogers? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
I got 2 seconds. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
You vote?
I did.
Oh.
Oh, maybe I didn't, but
Aye. Passes on first reading.
I spilled my
Number 14, first reading ordinance 2009-23 to amend the 2008-2009 street capital project fund budget. Talked about this at the workshop. You have any questions for your finance director? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye. Pass on first reading. Number 15, first reading orders 2009-24 to amend the 2008-2009 Park Capital Project Fund budget. Spoke about this at the workshop. Any questions for your finance director? Now, then a motion to approve or to deny. Phyllis, you get a lot of TV time with your name getting out there. Did you like that? Then a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Pass on first reading. All right, number 16, ordinance 2009-25 to amend the 2008-2009 police impact fee fund budget. Spoke about this at the workshop. Is there any questions for your finance director? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pass on first reading. Number 17, first reading ordinance 2009-26 to amend 2008-2009 water sewer fund budget. Spoke about this at the workshop also. Any questions for your finance director? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. Need a second?
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye. Pass for first reading. Will there be a public hearing on these, Bruce, on all
Yes, there
these?
will, on all of these, yeah.
Oh, goodness. All right. Get here early.
Stay late.
Stay late. Okay. Number 18. First reading, ordinance 2009-27 to amend Title 14, Chapter 7, Section 14-701 of the Vergne Municipal Code, amending definitions for exempt properties for stormwater user fees. Received a favorable recommendation from the Stormwater Appeal Advisory Committee on August 25th, 2009. If you have any questions, I guess it would go to Derek Beard. And I guess, Cena, you on that board?
The only changes is basically just the wording in the ordinance.
The wording in the ordinance will exclude city-owned properties from having to pay a stormwater fee. As part of complying with state regulations and keeping up with water loss, the city started metering all of its buildings and sending each building a bill. Well, part of the bill, because we're commercial properties, is a stormwater fee associated with that. And when the city enacted the stormwater fees and started assessing commercial and residential properties, they did that to storm the fund water so the money would not be taken out of the general fund. If city-owned buildings have to pay a stormwater fee, the money comes out of the general fund into the stormwater department. So the wording in this ordinance will eliminate us from taking money out of the general fund to pay a stormwater fee on ourselves.
And yeah, that's just the city.
Okay. Any more questions from the board? If not, then a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve and need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye. Public hearing on that one, Bruce?
No, sir, not on that.
Number 19. First reading ordinance 2009-28 to amend Article 5, Section 5-052.6 of the zoning ordinance regarding the PDR. Received a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on August 25th, 2009. First reading. If you have any questions, Grant Green, just a matter of time, we're going to get to you, Grant. Anything you want to add, Mr. Green?
Yeah, we talked about that. This is the workshop. It's it's basically the same except for the moving the sprinkler requirement. We probably needs to be in the municipal code and maybe dealt with as a separate issue.
All right. Any more questions for Grant? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny. First reading.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
No.
Roll call. Alderman Green?
Aye.
Alderman Mosley?
No, because we took the sprinkler systems out, and I think that is one of the biggest issues in this with the PDR is safety issues, and I think we're neglecting a very big part there, and I vote no.
Okay. Alderman Walden?
Aye.
Vice Mayor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Passes on first reading. Is there a public hearing on this one?
Yes,
Will
sir.
be a public hearing. Number 20, first reading ordinance 2009-29, to amend Article 3, Section 3.011, zoning ordinance, by adding requirements, accessory structures. Received a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on August 25th, 2009. So first reading. Any questions from this board to city planner? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
No.
Roll call. Alderman Green.
Aye.
Alderman Mosley.
Again, I think we're trying to tell people what they can do with land as an overall whole. I think we should look at zoning issues, how much land is in R1s, R2s. Agricultural, I think we're putting a blanket on something that should not be. If a man owns a large amount of land, I think he should be able, that's his land, as long as he's following all the setbacks and everything, and he has the land. I think you can't build over 40% of your land as it is anyway. Exactly. And I think we're limiting people, and I think we have ordinances and zoning rules that we're not following now. I think we're adding more into that they're not going to pay any attention to as well. So I'm voting no.
Okay. Alderman Walden.
Yes.
Vice Mayor again.
Oh, yes.
I vote yes. Pass. Is this first reading? Is this public hearing, Bruce, also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number 21, resolution 2009-28. Resolution to call the bonds, finish improvements for the Water Edge subdivision.
Yes, sir. Mayor, this is one that Cal Brown and I have worked on. I think Cal spoke to you at the workshop about what's going on at Water's Edge. I haven't been out there personally to see, but I rely on what Cal tells me, and Grant may be able to speak to some of the things. But part of the process, these particular bonds require some formal action on behalf of the city to proceed in calling them. And so this gets the ball rolling in that aspect.
Yeah, this isn't approving any potential shortfall or anything in the actual cost of doing the job. It's just basically approving the to call the bonds.
I'll just tell you, there's one specific bond. There are about 4 bonds on this whole area. One of the bonds, they won't even talk to us until the city takes some official action to call it. So that's, I mean, I don't know where it's going to lead, but this gets the ball rolling in terms of trying to collect that money.
Okay. That's what we got. That's what we want. All right, need a motion to approve or to deny?
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have 2 seconds. All 4?
Aye.
Aye. Good job, Evan, Grant. Kyle, when he gets back. Now, he is sick. Number 22, resolution 2009-29, to approve a nonprofit donation to the FOP Police Youth Program for the operation for the boxing program. Talk about this at the workshop. Also, we got this in the budget also, right, Phyllis?
So they have to provide their 501c3 before we release the funds?
We talked about making that a part of the motion to approve, we wanted to approve the conditional fund and receiving that classification from the IRS.
Well, how long will it be? Do they know?
Should be any day.
I know they need the money.
But they was 501c3 papers.
They've gotten a letter that, or they were verbally told they were approved, they just haven't gotten their legal document.
But it hasn't been approved.
We haven't seen anything, but that's what they're telling us.
Shouldn't we get anything?
I know they've sent the papers in. I heard them talking about them sending the papers in. I have no proof that they have approved it, or I don't have anything in writing that they've approved it.
State law requires it to be on file with.
I'll make a motion we approve this resolution contingent upon them providing us the necessary copies of 501c3 status and not releasing the funds until that's done.
Got that in a motion. Need a second?
Second.
Have a second. All 4?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Get that, Bruce?
Yes, sir.
23, resolution 2009-30, resolution amend the health insurance plan. Is a motion to approve or to deny?
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve, I need a second.
Second.
Have a second, all four?
Aye.
Aye. Passes. Number 24, motion to approve amendment to the fire department contract. It's about putting the gas money back in there. Is that it, Phyllis? Yes. The $100, $1,000. Sorry, Rick. For $1,000. Need a motion to approve or to deny?
Motion approved.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye. Ma'am.
I don't think I got a clear answer for tonight. I want to make sure.
It's in the resolution from July 1st, 2009.
So it's July 1st.
That make y'all happy, huh? We try to please. Number 25, motion to approve agreement between Metropolitan Government of Nashville, Davidson County, and City of Laverne, sewer transportation and treatment. We've talked about this for a while. We also talked about it at the workshop. I think Joe Bishop also spoke. Is there any questions or comments on this? If not, I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Well, we battled with this long enough, and we're just, I mean, I make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes. Number 26, motion to approve interlocal agreement between Rutherford County, City of Murfreesboro, Town of Smyrna, City of Laverne, promotion for the project WET, Water Education for the Teachers. Talked about this at the workshop. Something all the other cities are doing, and we are asked to do it also.
I make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes. Now we're down to the fun part. Comment from the mayor and alderman. Alderman Moses.
We've got a young lady that goes to Laverne High School. Her name is Madison White, who is coming out with her first album. And live right here in Laverne. And so I'd like everybody to start listening out for Madison. And her mother and I graduated together at Martin Westview. And they live here in Laverne, have for quite some time. And so keep your ears open on the radio. We've got a star coming.
What kind of
from
music?
Laverne. It's the 10. I'll be honest, I was supposed to have called her mother before I came, but I'm sorry, I was at the plane crash, so.
Pop music?
I think it's more the pop, what the young kids like.
That's what you listened to in the last night.
No, I can't handle it. I have to listen to it. It's just because I got it turned up so loud in the rooms. But
Anything else? Alderman Green? Nothing? Alderman Walden?
Just want to remind everybody about the schools in full swing. Watch out for the kids in the mornings. When I leave in the morning, I catch all of them. And then Labor Day is Monday. Everybody be safe on Labor Day. And remind everybody about Old Timers Day, September 19th. We kick off with the rescue squad for the country ham breakfast, and the parade starts at 10:30, and everything moves to the park, and then the fireworks that night. And everybody, prayers and thoughts go out to the Carter family. They lost Joe the 29th, and his wife Rose is in pretty bad shape. So keep them in the prayers, and invite everybody to stop by Old Timers Day at the Historic Preservation booth. Going to be set up at the Veterans Memorial Park Old Timers Day. So that's it.
Okay. Vice Mayor?
yes, sir. I'd just like to mention that on September 17th, which is a Thursday, WGNS Radio will have a remote show at Wheelstands Grill here in Laverne from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And that show is hosted by Mike Sparks, who's also a county commissioner. And so we'd like to encourage anyone to stop by or at least listen. And we welcome WGNS and thank Wheelstands for volunteering to host that.
What time?
It's from 3 to 4 p.m.
Okay. Anything else?
No, sir, that's it.
Let's see, Alderman Walden, did you pretty much cover the Saturday, September 19th and all that stuff? Old Timers Day? You did.
Country Ham Breakfast Parade.
10 o'clock, 6 to 10, Country Ham breakfast at the Rescue Squad. Then then the main entertainment starts at 11. Do you know, anyone on this board know whom the Grand Marshal is? We have a very special Grand Marshal this year. Anybody know who it is?
It's because you couldn't get anybody else.
Sherry Green. No, it's not.
Who was the Grand Marshal last year?
You don't remember?
Was it Brandon Brewer?
It's either him or the year before. Was that him last year?
I don't remember.
Last year.
No, we appreciate all you done.
How soon we
14
forget?
years in politics, you can be the Grand Marshal.
I need to march grand, don't I?
Friday, Saturday. I am not going there. Anything else? You done? I'm sorry. I got a couple things to see here. As Alderman Mosley did say, we had a plane crash today. It was actually, it hit Smyrna on the end of the airport, part of Jones Mill Road, so all the people by the traffic. John Black paid the City of Laverne emergency people, Ricky McCormick, Chief Boyd, Captain Stace Thompson, everyone at Box 100, Rick O'Neill said, y'all done a great job, acted very quickly, and he was very impressed. So John Black from the airport authority, he's a good guy, and he really gave y'all thumbs up, and on Mosley, she was there. So everybody done a great job. That's the way you do it. And I think that is it. Everybody have a good night. This meeting is adjourned.